All right, let's talk about some Detroit Pistons. I think they open up versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Is it Saturday? I think it is. At home opener. But let's talk a little bit about last night. I'm also gonna get to Josh Jackson, how he should start, and Jerami Grant hurting the development of Sekou Diambo. But first, let's talk about Killian Hayes. Most fans basically were saying Killian Hayes isn't ready to be out there versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And I agree. I agree. Defensively, I think he held his own. And maybe that's why he's out there, because he's not a defensive liability, but he's not ready to play at this level yet. And they force him to be out there. And it's not fair to guys like Saddiq Bey and Isaiah Stewart. And I think Bey is more ready than any other rookie. He should be out there. If Killian out there and struggling, why can't Bey go out there? Bey can do a lot of different things. They shot, 35 three-pointers last night. He was in below, was like 28, 27, 29, or whatever it was. It was a low percentage. Saddiq Bey can spot up and shoot. And Saddiq Bey can guard his position. So it made no sense, to go out there and get Jerami Grant. You end up getting Bey. You got Diambo. You end up getting Musa to cut him. You got Servetus. You put Killian out there, and he's just not ready offensively. You look at him, he scored all his 7 points in the third quarter, You just look out there, you see Derrick Rose come in, and he just attacking. He's an experienced, still an athletic guard, not a defensive liability. And Killian Hayes just doesn't have that self-confidence offensively to really attack. You look at him, he dribbling like this, like he can't handle the ball. He getting the ball. He ain't even going out there and ain't even getting him off the pick and roll where he can set up Blake or he can find the extra guy. He just sitting there passing the ball. He just a liability. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again he got an open shot, but he ain't attacking. He ain't facilitating. He ain't the floor general getting guys in position. He not going to the bucket aggressively. He just out there going through the motions. And that's not even going to be the best team they play all year as far as backcourt. Once again, I named off the teams they played in January last night. He going to see Drew Holiday, one of the best defensive guards. He going to see Chris Paul. He going to see a lot of guys. Goran Dragic, Steph Curry at the end of this month, end of next month too. It's going to be tough for the Pistons. And it's going to be tough on Killian Hayes, and he just don't deserve to be out there playing. And you're not playing Servetus, and you're not playing Isaiah Stewart, you're not playing Bey. You didn't play Diambo, and he didn't start last year. He don't start this year. That's not fair to everybody else who better than him, who earned floor time. And if anything, DeLon Wright should be starting. He shouldn't be the 2 guard. And then, you look at his Dwayne Casey rotation, it didn't have you had guys like Diambo play 19 minutes. He was great on the boards last night. Blake Griffin was 0 for 5 from three-pointer. You look at his rotation, it was terrible. Josh Jackson should have been out there, should have been starting. It seemed like they just giving it to Killian Hayes, like they trying to force feed us how good he is. And the truth gonna come to light. He's not that good. He shouldn't be out there playing. They get Jerami Grant. He have a good first quarter. Didn't do nothing else outside of the first quarter last night. So at the end of the day, what is it? You want to put Killian out here like he ready, but Diambo, Stewart, Bey, they don't get to play? They could have easily pulled Blake Griffin off the floor yesterday. He was a liability outside the paint. Come on. Killian Hayes should have been pulled out the game. You could put Bey out there, and Blake is basically the point forward. DeLon Wright should be starting over Killian. Josh Jackson should be starting at the 2. Jerami Grant didn't look good last night at all. And I don't remember seeing him out there that long. So it's at the point where it just looked like they got to trade some guys, like Blake and Derrick Rose, because Derrick Rose about to leave unless they can sign him to extension. It's just to the point where this team ain't good as is, and they got to play some of the rookies. Saddiq Bey should have been on the floor last night because Jerami Grant didn't play good. And Blake didn't play good. Josh Jackson looked great, so why the fuck is he coming off the bench? You know, and it's to the point where if you can move Blake, then a lot of things can fall in line. You can start Grant. Mason Plumlee played well last night, so we're not complaining. You know, then you can put Diambo at the 3. And if you don't feel Diambo ready to play at the 3, you can put Bayon at the 3. Josh Jackson at the 2. And DeLon Wright at the 1. And Killian can just come off the bench. But I don't know if this is a Ed Stefanowski thing with Troy Weaver and Dwayne Casey, but Dwayne Casey can't fucking coach. His rotation, it made no sense last night. None. The fourth quarter, your best guy should be out there in the beginning of the season until you get a feel. You know, and it just looked like he gave some starting position to people. He gave it to Grant. He gave it to Killian Hayes. He just giving guys positions. Mason Plumlee, like he earned his. Blake can have his because he's a good player. But to be honest, this is a team with no direction. And if their direction is to tank, then I feel it. But if you're going to tank, why not play the young guys? You know, Jahlil Okafor, he looks solid out there, but Isaiah Stewart can get some of those minutes. He didn't put up amazing numbers at all. He didn't put up something that was phenomenal. So why not give Isaiah Stewart some of his minutes? Blake Griffin shoot the ball yesterday. Jerami Grant didn't. Why not give some of their minutes to Diambo? Like I said before, Dwayne Casey is probably the worst coach in the league now that Brett Brown is gone. And it's showing. It's truly showing Dwayne Casey is not a good coach. And then you look at Josh Jackson. Why is he starting? You know, you give him some guys the benefit of the doubt to see how it go. A few games and then you make your adjustment. That's what he could be doing. But Josh Jackson, the way he's shooting the ball, he should be starting. And that ain't even his strong suit coming into this season. DeLon Wright should be the point guard. He looked better than Killian, unless you want Derrick Rose to start, and that's cool. DeLon Wright could be the backup point guard. He could be the 2 guard if you want, but I prefer Josh Jackson. Jerami Grant. He didn't look good last night. Diambo should be starting. That was a waste of money. I'd rather them gave that money to Christian Wood. You know, even though they kind of, they didn't play last night because of James Harden. Maskers at the club, but really, if I'm the coach, I'm going to tell you my rotation. My starting point guard would be Wright, unless Derrick Rose feels comfortable with starting. My 2 guard would be Jackson. My 3 would be Diambo. Mason Plumlee can stay at center. Blake could stay at the 4. Jerami Grant would be my first guy coming off the bench. I have also Saddiq Bey coming off the bench. Derrick Rose, well, obviously Derrick Rose first, but Jerami Grant for the wing, for the 4 positions. Isaiah Stewart would be my center coming off the bench. And then him and Jahlil Okafor can really split some time. You know, the way they shot last night, he was better off putting Civitas in the game. They shot terrible last night. Terrible. But this team is just, it has no direction. You look at it like, what are they doing? If they tanking, that's the only direction they got. Are they showcasing Blake and Derrick Rose to try to trade them by the March 25th deadline? Who knows? Bringing Jerami Grant and just this, it pretty much confused people. And Jerami Grant, he wasn't chasing his dreams, but nigga, you a role player. You a glue guy. They should have gave that money to Wood. And you just don't understand. It ain't like you took Michael Porter or Jamal Murray off the Nuggets. You took some bench guys. Now you give the bench guys an opportunity to start, and Mason Plumlee made the most out of it. But Jerami Grant didn't, because that's his role. He's one of them dudes that can, that's a good defender, but he not a guy that's going to come off and give you LeBron, Jordan, Pippen type numbers. And to be honest, man, if they don't get a rotation together by January, this historically might be one of the worst Piston teams. And they had some bad teams before a lot of us was born. This historically might go down as the worst. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if business question, card, sponsorship, video requests, all my social media links in the description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. If you have a business question, you want to advertise your business on the channel, you got a video request, you want to chop it up, my social media links there. You want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One love. Peace.